So the Tigers lock up their top prospect over the weekend. Who even cares the name? But they locked up their top prospect
Yeah.
to a 6-year deal worth $28.6 million. He's never played in the big leagues. And then they have options for 10, 13, and 15 million after 6 years. Club options.
Okay.
So basically, they're paying this top prospect who hasn't played in the big leagues $28.6 million for the next 6 years.
Yeah.
But they're buying him out. They have the chance to have him for more than 6 years. So it's a risk reward thing.
Let me guess.
Would you do it with Salas? Would you do it with Merrill? Should you do it with one or the other?
Can we just I don't know, maybe wait a little bit? Like I understand the
You can wait, but then you get a Tatis deal.
I understand the rewards of locking up a prospect. And if they turn into a superstar, you have this massive advantage because you got a guy making it's like Ronald Acuna type of money. Like you got paid $100 million, and that's it. He's
right. It's like an MVP.
One of the greatest seasons in the history of baseball this past year.
But if they don't pan out, you're literally throwing money away.
Yeah. And with the track record from this organization, I'm okay with them not doing something like this, even though if you gave Nathan Salas a 7-year, $28 million contract, it's not breaking the bank and it's really not going to hurt you a lot, but still it would suck if you did that and he didn't turn in anything.
Yeah, there's examples. I forget the name. Scott Kingery with the Phillies was signed to like a 6 or 7 year deal. He never did anything.
Yeah.
But then the opposite side of it, to your point, is the Braves have done some of those deals and they've gotten extreme value.
How about we just wait it out? See what he does this year, right? See if he can go through an entire season.
Let's say he does that. Let's say he has a really nice year in the minors, never plays in the bigs, right? This year.
Yeah.
Now he's 18.
Then you probably try.
You would try to lock him up. I would.
Yeah.
I think with Salas, where the whole baseball community is like, this guy is can't miss.
Yeah.
He's generational. If you can lock him up. Now, again, the issue with waiting is if all of a sudden you put together a year or two in the big leagues, you're like, how about 14 for 340?
Right.
Like, I think I'd rather do like 6 for 30 than 14 for 340 tomorrow.
And even when you're thinking about it with Tatis, imagine if they didn't do that 14 for 340 deal, how much better flexibility they would have right now.
So if they didn't do that deal, Jim, he made his major league debut in 2019.
Correct.
So he would be a free agent this offseason.
Okay.
So you'd be just assuming they never signed him. Let's just play that out for a second. So he would have had, that's 5 years, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we know about the suspension, but it still counts. So he'd be entering his 6th season.
Did 2020 affect at all?
No.
Okay. That's right.
So
which was stupid.
It's very stupid. But yeah, so he'd be entering his 6th season. What would he get? Let's just say next year he puts together a year between last year and the year in which he hit his best year. What year was that?
2021.
So a year between 21 and 23. So like 32 home runs, and I'm making it up, 99 RBIs and like an 888.
Yeah.
Or like 901 OPS. What would he get? 24, 25 years of age.
Gold
with
glove.
The baggage, ups and downs.
You might probably get him for the same price, honestly. Like maybe a little cheaper.
I was thinking the same, maybe a little cheaper.
Probably a little cheaper just because of
less years, because he'd be older.
Yeah.
At that point. 10 years. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. But there's a lot of things that they could have potentially done with the flexibility. But at the same time, you're also looking at it as, well, they do have him locked up, and you hope that he can perform more like the 2021 version offensively for the next 4 or 5 years.
Because if you didn't have him locked up and you traded Soto, then your 2 young guys might be out the door.
Yeah, then you're
because
screwed.
you'd have Machado and Bogarts potentially locked up long term.